So welcome back guys to another video, and I thought for this video I'd do a recent pickups, and this isn't just any sort of pickups video. This is actually some games and stuff I got on my birthday, because December 12th I turned a big 3-0. I am now 30 years old. I don't feel any different. A lot of people are like, you're gonna feel totally different when you reach 30. The only thing I feel is my back hurts a lot more when I wake up in the morning, but I got some really cool games. Let's start first with the 3DS. From my friend Mikey, I got Pokemon Rumble Blast. Now, I'm pretty familiar with Pokemon Rumble on the Wii U. I know it was kind of like a Skylanders type of thing. You got these little Pokemon figures that you used on the Wii Pad, and you played and stuff like that. I'm not too familiar with Pokemon Blast on the 3DS. I'm not sure if the figures work on that as well. I probably should have played this before I start talking about it, but I've been playing some other games I'm going to get into. So if you guys would leave a comment below, let me know, is Pokemon Rumble Blast? Is it a blast? Will it last? Do I need the figures? I don't know yet, but I'm definitely going to check it out for myself. Anywho, the next game I want to talk about, this really comes to show you that the Wii actually has some really nice, underrated, hidden gems. And a lot of people, when they think about the Wii, they think about shovelware and they think about first-party Nintendo titles. Well, you got games like this, Fragile Dreams. I got this from GameStop for a really good price. It's actually kind of uncommon. It's a really interesting adventure game put out by Xseed. It's you're following a character who hasn't been around civilization for a long time, like mankind is completely gone, and you're trying to figure out what's going on with the remnants of the stuff you find. And you use like the Wii mode as like a flashlight. It's really fun. The combat's kind of okay, but the story really makes up for it. It's not that long of a game. It's about like 18 hours long. I'm about like 2 or 3 hours into it, and so far I've been really enjoying it. Now, the next game, you guys are going to be really surprised that I never had this in my collection beforehand, seeing I'm such a fan of the series, and that is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I was really trying not to let the light glare on that foil cover, but I finally got to play Skyward Sword. This is a game I've been wanting to play before I had a Wii, and when I got the Wii, I was like, I really want to try this game out, but honestly, it's been really expensive. But my friend Devin hooked me up with it, and I've been having so much fun. I played all the way to the first dungeon. I actually did a live stream of it. I plan on playing some more, and so far, there's some things with the motion controls I'm not that big of a fan of, but the story seems really interesting, and following the Hyrule Historia timeline, this is essentially the first Zelda, so it's going to be kind of nice seeing how everything panned out for the next, what is it, like 30 years now of Zelda. It seems really cool, so definitely going to check some more of this out. Now, another game I want to talk about that I've been really enjoying that's been taking so much of my time. I actually did a unboxing of the special edition just a couple days ago, and that is Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U. Now, man, this is the kind of games I love playing. It's so immersive. There's so much to do, and you know, sometimes those sandbox style RPGs kind of overwhelm me, and to tell you the truth, this game is kind of overwhelming. There's a lot to soak in when you first start playing, but all I can say is don't get discouraged. Keep on pedaling, because the shores are very plentiful. It's really nice. I've been really enjoying it. I've been putting about, I think about 16-17 hours into it now, and I haven't even like scraped the top of content this game has to offer. And also, if you guys haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii, don't feel discouraged. This game has a little bit of tie-ins, but not enough that, you know, you're gonna feel like you're missing out on anything. Honestly, if this was like your first Xenoblade game, you'll be okay. It'll be alright. The story is okay. It's nothing that's gonna, you know, break down the wall so far, but just say discovering, and I mean, I'm using the Pathfinder class, so I'm, you know, discovering the world and, you know, putting down landmarks and finding materials to bring back to New LA. It's a lot of fun, and man, I'm gonna have to get a guide for this game because there's just so much content to it. And the last thing I want to show you guys, and this is kind of an announcement, when it comes to retro systems and consoles, I think I'm about done. I think I have every retro console I've been wanting to collect for. The exception would be if I was to go out in the wild and find a really cheap TurboGrafx 16, or if I was really lucky and found a Neo Geo AES. Other than that, this last thing I wanted to show you guys is the last retro console I'm probably going to collect for and probably going to get, and it's a classic, and you guys are probably surprised I never had this console, and that is the Atari 2600. This is the Vader Atari 2600. It's all black, and I've never actually owned a 2600. My grandfather had a 2600, and I used to, that's how I cut my teeth into gaming, was playing his console. But I never had one myself, and he had the one that had like the wood grain on top of it, and the Vader one's is all black. It's got the actual 2600 at the top, which is kind of new for that time, and it's got 4 instead of 6 slots. It's a lot of fun. I actually got this from Devin. We found this in a shed at his parents' house, and it really needed a lot of TLC. It was kind of dirty, but I cleaned it up really nice, and I was kind of nervous. I was like, I don't know if this is going to work or not, and I actually had to buy a coax cable. I did not own a coax cable. I went to Kmart and I bought one for like $4, and it worked first try. Just popped it on, and boom, it started working. And I got a bunch of games over here in the back that I got with it as well. You know, games like Donkey Kong, Pole Position, Asteroids, Defender, Yar's Revenge. I got that as well. So that's the thing. The Atari has a lot of great games, and they're very affordable. I mean, this is a great time to collect for the Atari. And also, I'm really curious on tapping in the homebrew market. There's lots of homebrew Atari games that's been coming out, and people have been manipulating the hardware of the Atari and making some really phenomenal, awesome, fun games. So now I get to try those out. I'm really stoked. But yeah, guys, these are just the pickups I got for my birthday. Again, everyone on Facebook, on the XS Game Podcast group page, thank you so much, guys, for all the birthday wishes, and thank you for everyone for, you know, bringing me these gifts and stuff like that. I can't thank you guys enough. Coming from, I guess I could say now, coming from an old geezer like me. As always, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming. Can't get enough of XS Gaming Podcast? Be sure to check out our audio podcast on Podomatic.com. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes. And if you have a YouTube channel or podcast you'd like to share, be sure to check us out on Facebook on our group page and join the community. As always, guys, thank you so much for all the support, and happy gaming.